Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles the Bands, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, when we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a great show for you guys. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. So, as you guys know, Stephen A. Smith is not a fan of LeBron James, right? Even though, you know, he said he doesn't mean that he's being fair, he's not a fan of LeBron. Like, he don't like the dude, right? Although at times he does try to suck up to him from time to time. Now, as you guys know, the NBA is returning tonight. Well, it started last night already. Teams already played. A bunch of teams played last night. But tonight there are going to be more games. And one of the games that's going to be played is going to be the Lakers versus the Clippers. And the Clippers just came off a very impressive win against the Denver Nuggets. So, anyway, leading up to this, they were kind of looking at the Western Conference outlook for teams in the second half of the season after All-Star break. And if you look at the standings right now, of course, you have the Oklahoma City Thunder at the number 1 spot, Spurs, who won 7 in a row at the number 2 spot. You have the Rockets, who had a very impressive win. Well, Kevin Durant went off last night, vintage KD, and the Nuggets at number 4. Then you have the Lakers at number 5, the Wolves at number 6, and the Suns at number 7. Then you have the Warriors, Clippers, Blazers to fill in the full play-in tournament picture, right? So you have that. So LeBron James had an interview with Steve Nash, and I think one of the things that had gone viral was the fact that I think he said he stopped drinking wine and eating cookies. And if you know anything about LeBron James and cookies, he don't play around with his damn cookies, right? He really don't play around with them damn cookies. But so they were asking him about the outlook of the Lakers going into the second half of the season. And LeBron essentially said that, you know, the biggest issue is going to be our health, or has been our health, right? Now, Stephen A. Smith heard this, and he was on a panel with Kendrick Perkins and Jay Williams. We haven't done a show about Jay Williams in a very, very, very long time. So LeBron James finishes speaking. Stephen A. Smith is there listening. And then Stephen A. Smith, I don't know if he was trying to get ratings. I think that's what was going on here, because I think this was like an overreaction to what LeBron said. I mean, you could react to it, but I think he tried to, you know, make it a moment for television, like make it a moment that may go viral. And Jay Williams, man, after Stephen A. Smith, like when he was talking, he was like, come on, man, like really, bro? And then at the end of when Stephen A. Smith said what he said, Jay Williams pretty much like he shut him down, but in a very, very respectful kind of way. Like, yo, bro, you taking it, like, it's enough is enough, right? But before we even get into this exchange here, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, PrizePicks. PrizePicks is a daily fantasy app where you pick more or less on player stat projections. And if you get your pick right, you could cash in. Right now, they're giving you $50 in lineups when you sign up and play your first $5. For example, this week I'm picking Victor Wembanyama for 35 points, and I'm also picking Stephen Curry to hit 4 threes. It's always very exciting and gets me all more amped watching the game. Make sure to check if PrizePicks is available in your state today. It probably is. They are available in 50 states. They also just dropped early payouts, so if your player gets off to a hot start, you can cash out before the game even finishes. Pick from all your favorite sports, anything from basketball, baseball, hockey, UFC, soccer, college basketball, tennis, golf, esports, and more. And with the new social feeds feature, you can share PrizePicks with your friends and copy lineups from winners with a single click. Copy lineups you like or use them as inspiration for your own picks. Download the PrizePicks apps today and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks is good to be right. All right, perfect. So what we want to do now is I want to play this sound for you guys. I want you guys to listen to it. I think it should include LeBron's comments as well. And I'm going to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to that there.
We're playing good ball at times, but the number one important thing for us is back to is health.
Yeah.
You know, we finally got healthy, you know, with AR coming back, and then Luka goes down with the hamstring. So, you know, that is going to be the most important for our team.
Yeah.
It's not trying to get his numbers. It's about how can we get enough minutes and chemistry
reps
on the floor and reps, like, you know, okay, this is what our fourth quarter lineup looks like. This is, you know, how we end the quarters. You know, a lot of games are won, you know, in the last minute and a half of quarters. You know, how can you outscore the team? How can you get more possessions? And
rotations are always changing.
So
how do you work on it?
You know, that's for us to be, you know, I think 11 games, 12 games over 500 right now, top 6 seed in the West. I think it's pretty damn good under the situation that we've been in, but we got to keep going.
Right.
Bravo. Hold on. Bravo. Breaking news. The most important thing is health. Wow. Who the hell don't know that? Y'all. Come on, man. I'm just saying, y'all. It's not, and listen, I'll let you go first, but I hate.
No, tell me.
I hate when God, I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about anybody. I swear I wish I wasn't over FCC Airways. Who don't know that? If you're not healthy, you're not on the court, or you're on the court hobbled. Who doesn't know health? I can't. This is why I get up. I get mad sometimes because I'm one of those dudes that I want these cats to have their podcast, and I want them to edify us and to educate us about the game and all that other stuff. I tell them anytime when I talk to you about you, when I tell you, I always say to y'all, how many times have I said this, y'all? How many times have you seen me say this to football analysts that come on the show? Yo, man, y'all played the game. Y'all played the game at the highest level. Make sure you always throw in a nugget of something we don't know. That's it. Who the hell doesn't know health? Is Jason Tatum on the Boston Celtics?
Yes.
Is he playing?
No.
Thank you. Is Tyrese Halliburton playing?
No.
Is Damian Lillard playing in Portland?
No.
Why not?
Achilles.
Go ahead. Hell. Hey, who doesn't know that?
I'm not a LeBron apologist. I think there are times I agree with LeBron, there are times I disagree with LeBron. Number one, LeBron didn't choose that clip that we showed. We did. Okay? So, like, when you're talking for an hour and a half.
That's fair.
When you're talking for an hour and a half, you just start talking to another hooper and you say, hey, like, health is an important thing for all of us. That's number one. Number two, I do think sometimes, and it's not this show because we talk basketball.
Right.
You talk basketball.
Right.
Other shows just run with lazy narratives.
Yeah, that's true.
That sometimes guys like LeBron like to combat. And the last thing I'll say, Perk, is I know you give me that side look out of your eye.
I just want to know where you're going with.
I can feel it. When LeBron, Austin Reeves, and Luka play a combined 10 games out of 54 games, only 10, and they're in 5th in the West, with the unavailability of health, he's right.
Great. You heard what these guys had to say. Look, man, I think Stephen A. overreacted there, to be honest with you. Like, he made it into this big thing that it didn't need to be. All right? Like, for real, he did. And I think, I'm just keeping it a bean with y'all, I think he was looking for a moment. I think he was looking for a clip to go viral. We already know that him and LeBron have issues. And if he can kind of stir something up here that would have a lot of people talking about it, have websites talking about it, have it circulating all throughout Instagram and TikTok and all of that, he would have had a moment, and it would have helped the show with the ratings at that particular. Not helped. The show has good ratings, but you get what I mean. And Jay Williams is like, look, I'm not a LeBron guy. All right, you guys know that. I'm not a LeBron guy, but I think he was trying to be critical of LeBron for being critical of LeBron's sake. I don't think there was anything here for Stephen A. Smith to kind of get worked up over. I think he had he just made that big deal all by himself. And the people were quiet. The panelists were quiet, just looking at him. It's like, well, it's your show. I mean, put on the show that you want to put on here. But I'm like, bro, really? Just because he said the injuries? Like, really? I mean, what other answer did you want him to give? And I'm not defending LeBron. I just feel like I felt like Stephen A. Smith tried to put on a show for putting on a show's sake. I don't think he was truly that upset, because what LeBron said wasn't that. Like, LeBron has said some things for us to be like, yo, you bugging. Like, that would warrant that reaction. Like when he said the Miami Heat went out of super team, that warrants a reaction. Or when he said championship culture is weird, that warrants that kind of reaction. What he said there, I don't think it did. But that's just my case. And I think that's the same thing that Jay Williams picked up on as well. So this is my take on it. You guys leave your thoughts about it, what you thought about that exchange in the comment section. And we catch you guys on the next show. Peace.